Today we will be doing another 2024 coin flip battle, and this one is for the 2024 Senate elections. Uh, Last week, or a week or two ago or so, I did a coin flip battle for the 2023 and 24 gubernatorial elections, but as I said, today is the 2024 Senate election, so there's a lot more states that we are doing today, so it'll be a longer video, but a fun one nonetheless. And like I said, it is a coin flip battle, so it's not to be taken seriously. It's not an actual prediction of how I think it would go, just a coin flip. So let's get into it. Uh, so most of these, of course, are typical Republican, Democrat, and there are some states where there is independent senators, like Vermont, for example, Bernie Sanders and Kirsten Sinema, who's now an independent in Arizona, is the current senator. So she'll be included in this. I'll include all three. And for the ones that include independent, I'll actually do a wheel spin. But for the ones that will just be Republican and Democrat, I'll do the coin flip. And this time I'll do Republicans as heads, Democrats as tails. And like I said, if one includes a current independent senator, like excuse me, Vermont and Arizona, I'll do the wheel spin to see who gets it with Democrat, Republican, Independent. But for the first one, Washington, that'll just be Democrat and Republicans. So it'll be competitive. And so, like I said, Republicans as head, Democrats are tails. So let's do Washington, and that will go Democrat tails. So they're Democrats hang on. Next state is California. Oh, also state Democrat. And next state is Nevada. Oh, also remain Democrat. All right. Next state, Montana. I will stay Republican. All right. So all the states that are held by the current party in real life stay the party it is. Next state is Wyoming. I will stay Republican. All right. So all the states haven't had a flip yet in this coin flip battle. It stays the same party as in real life. Next state is Utah. No, actually go Democrat. Wow, so that's the first flip here in this coin flip battle. Utah goes Democrat. And actually, it did go Democrat in my coin flip battle for the gubernatorial election video that I did. So that's pretty ironic that Utah goes Democrat both times in the coin flip battle. But the next day is Arizona. And like I said, Kirsten Sinema is the current independent senator. So this will be a special one where I will spin the wheel to see if she will hang on as an independent or if the Democrat who's most likely going to be Gallego wins, or if the Republican who's most likely going to be Mark Lamb wins. So here we go. This will be a wheel spin since it includes independent cinema. Let's see what it lands on. And it looks like we'll go Democrat. So Gallego wins here. And that will go Democrat in this coin flip battle. The next day is New Mexico. So we're going back to the coin. And that will also go Democrat. Next state, North Dakota. That will go Republican. All right. And the next day is Nebraska. There's actually two of them, Nebraska and I believe the special election. That will go Democrat. All right. And we also got the special one. Let's see how that goes. That will also go Democrat. Interesting. And the next day is Texas, where Ted Cruz is senator. That will actually go Democrat here. All right. So, I mean, that could be a possibility because Ted Cruz isn't the most popular, but of course, Texas still has its partisan lean. It has been trending Democratic, though, so it's a possibility, but I think Ted Cruz probably in real life will hang on, but it'll probably be around the 2018 margin. But here in this coin flip battle, it goes Democrat, so that's interesting. Next day is Minnesota. I will go Republican. All right, so Republicans gain a seat there. The next day is Missouri. I will remain Republican. All right. Next state, Wisconsin. We'll go Democrat. All right. So Tammy Baldwin hangs on there. Next day is Michigan. I will go Republican. All right. So Wisconsin, Michigan, each get one from the other party. Next day is Indiana. Oh, actually, go Democrat. Next state, Ohio. I will remain I actually flip Republican in this scenario because Sherrod Brown is running for re-election in real life, and it's most likely uh, Bernie Moreno announced he's running on the Republican side, so he might get the nomination. We'll see. But it goes Republican in this coin flip battle. Sherrod Brown loses. The next day is West Virginia. I'll go Democrat. So it's like Joe Manchin says, run for re-election and he wins. So that could happen possibly. But he's expected to lose. But in this scenario, hangs on if he runs again for senator in this coin flip battle. The next day is Virginia. I will go Democrat. So Tim Kaine hangs on in this scenario. And Republican for the next state, Tennessee. So they hang on there. And the next day is Mississippi. That goes Republican. All right. And next state, Florida, where Rick Scott's running for re-election. I'll actually go Democrat here. So interesting. Next state is Pennsylvania. Bob Casey is running for re-election. However, it goes Republican here in this coin flip battle. And next day is New York. I'll also go Republican. So Republicans take Pennsylvania and New York, interestingly. And the next day is Vermont, where Bernie Sanders is an independent, usually a Democrat, doesn't run, or Bernie is considered a Democrat because he does caucus with them, but he is an independent technically. So we'll see what happens here. I'll put it as independent Republican for Bernie. Let's fix this here. It's Bernie caucuses with the Democrats. All right, so this one's for Vermont. We'll say Bernie hangs on if the Republican will get it. So here's the wheel spin. And it, that's close. It barely goes Republican. Oh man. So the Republicans take Vermont. Interesting there. The next state is Maine. And this is also as an independent, I believe, Angus King. So I guess we have to go back to the wheel. So let's put Republican back in. All right, so another wheel spin for Maine. Actually goes Republican. So the next day is Massachusetts. Goes back to the coin. It actually goes Democrat here, so not surprisingly. And the next day is Rhode Island. It goes Democrat as well. Connecticut, the next state. It actually goes Republican here. So New Jersey is the next state. That goes Democrat. Next state, Delaware. Goes Republican. And the next state, Maryland, will go Republican. All right. And the next one, forgot Hawaii. I just realized that, so I'm going to put that as toss-up. So let's see how Hawaii goes. Actually, it goes Democrat. All right, so I didn't really need to change it because it went Democrat anyway. And this one here says VP, so I'm not really sure what that is. Oh, it's New Hampshire. Okay. Or no. Okay. So I'm not really sure what this one is. I guess. Oh, okay. So I guess if it was a tie, then the VP would be the tiebreaker vice president. So I guess that's what that means there, because I don't see anything changing. So I think that just means if it was a tied Senate, then the VP would, of course, would be Democrat if Biden and Harris were to win. But anyway, here's the map. Republicans actually hold 54, Democrats 46. Democrats hold on to most of their typical states. The Democrat wins in Arizona, most likely Gallego. Democrats win Texas. They also win both Nebraska races, but Republicans hang on in Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, but they also win Minnesota, Michigan. Democrats hang on in Wisconsin. Democrats win Indiana. They hang on in West Virginia if Manchin were to run again, but he's most likely going to lose, it looks like, in real life. The Democrats hang on to Virginia here, but Republicans win some northeastern states like New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut. Dems hang on in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Jersey. Republicans also win in Maine. So interesting scenario here. Like I said, it's just a coin flip battle, not to be taken seriously. So hope you enjoyed this, and I'm glad I was able to do another one of these. A little longer video, but it was expected because it was more races than the gubernatorial one. So like I said, interesting. Republicans hang on 54, Democrats 46 seats. So I appreciate you watching. Subscribe, hit the bell if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.